Hey y'all, I'm Shayna and I'm back with another review for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 10 Reunion Part 2. We are at the end of the road, but this was actually my favorite episode of the season. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I think it was definitely more interesting than the first part of the reunion. If you're new here and you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel, so let's grow together. If you've been here before and you haven't yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button and check out my other content. Okay, so we pick up with Mita pulling out her phone with her proof about Jock's text. She said, I got the receipts this time. No printed papers. Here's the phone. So they asked Jock, is this your phone number? He confirms it is. He said, he did send those texts that said, come make love to me and come over here right now and all that craziness. But he said nothing happened. Why would I take your word for it when you said that? First you said on the show those wasn't your text. She's making it up. Now it's your phone number, it's your text, but nothing happened. Whew, I was about to say something, but I be trying to not cuss too much on this channel. But child, please, I'm going to just say that, okay? But I'm really looking at Kendra sideways because, baby, honey, sweetie pie, you already knew. You already knew, just like you sat there and cried. So I'm like, he told my mom and my daddy and my brother and my sister. And you were sitting up there lying. Both of y'all can ride off in the sunset together because y'all deserve each other. So Mita said it did happen. They did do something that night. And Kendra tried to say they were on a break because I think Claudia was like, we're on a break. And she's like, we were on a break, but he still had told me that that didn't happen. No. Every time something happened, a baby come out loose and everything, we was on some kind of break. A break you ain't know about until after you found out the nonsense. Now suddenly y'all was on a break. Please. So, and that's just in my opinion. But I don't believe it. Anyway. So we get to the outside baby, and Kendra crying and lying, acting like she ain't know nothing about it when she knew about it from the start, way before she said I do. And it's just sad. It's borderline, dare I say, pathetic. Like, honey, where's your dignity, pride, self-esteem, self-love? Not only did you accept the outside baby, you sat there and lied and everything. Like, are the pickings that slim? We're doing anything just to tolerate any old thing. Just to have a man? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I was liking Kendra at first, but now, Come on, Kendra. Come on. So, Claudia asked Kirk his thoughts. Out of all the people there, we're going to ask Kirk. Because he had that big, okay. Yeah, because he's the go-to. Because Rashida stayed. Okay. And then can never live that baby down. But okay. Kendra says she's embarrassed. Are you embarrassed that it happened? Or are you embarrassed that everybody is finding out? Because if this didn't come out, you wouldn't have been embarrassed. Are you embarrassed about a whole situation? Or just embarrassed that we know? Or embarrassed that you lied? Or what you embarrassed about, Kendra? You should have been embarrassed a long time ago. You had your chance to skip, hop, jump up out of that situation. You have no children with this man, and you had no ties to this man until now. But, she said she was paying his child support and stuff, so, baby, it's beyond me. It's past me now. It's out of my hands, okay? So, she was like, look, he's gaslighting me, and our kids will see this. You don't got no biological children with him. I understand you can love your stepchildren and all that, but listen, you did not have to sign up for this. And I wonder why his first wife left. I'm just saying. So Jack and Kendra go back and forth, and the D word, which is divorce, comes up. But she ain't gonna leave. Honey, you ain't going nowhere. Who are you trying to convince? Yourself? Because you ain't fooling us. Jack storms off, and Kendra gives an unnecessary women empowerment speech. And again, she's not going anywhere. So what's this for? So we get to Sierra in Eric's package, and this being her second engagement in 1 year. People want to chuckle, but honey, some women don't get a ring ever. Not for their whole entire life. This woman has had 3 and she got 2 in 1 year. So I ain't mad at it. Would I have said yes twice in 1 year? No. Like, I need to heal myself before I jump into something else. But that's just me. Honey, if she felt like she was healed and she was moving on, she was moving on. And she moved on. So, they have a wedding date set. It's 1/2/3/23. I like that. It's on a Monday. I looked it up. But I like the date. How many people gonna be still in that wedding date? How many people? Y'all know people love numbers. It's never gonna be that number ever again, but just to have it. Hold on. Okay. So they're living together again. They never stopped living together. You think he moved from New York to Atlanta and they was not living together? Please. I see he already got his wedding ring on. So, I mean, anyway. I don't think she's ready. I don't think she's fully healed. It ain't what I think, but I think she's not ready to be married. Even her pastor said it. What you ask your pastor for if you ain't gonna listen? So, Sierra does take accountability for her part in their issues. They sold their old house. They made a little profit off of it in just a couple of months, so that was good. They still want babies. Sierra's kids is like dang near grown, but she's about me and her about the same age, so I understand her wanting to have more children, especially for her husband. Erica chimes in and she was like, you know what, she's different now. She's changed. Her being loved properly has changed her. And that's what happens when you love by the right man and all this stuff. So then Jock interrupts. He goes to get Kendra and he like, let's go. So they leave. And here go Erica again projecting. Talking about that's what you do. You fight for your marriage and you stand up and you fight for your wife. And Ben be like, not causing a scene and then telling her to leave after it's all said and done, after you stormed out. But she like, no, but she put up a fight for it. I know she wanted Safari to fight for that marriage so bad. I know she wanted Safari to fight for that marriage so bad. And I hope she finds healing. I understand she is so hurting. I get it. Trust me, I get it. So we get to see Erica and Safari finally because she got something to say. Okay. But this is the part that touched me the most out of the reunion. And I don't know if it's because, it's relatable to me personally or what, but I felt like this was real. Scrappy talking to Mama D on the finale, and this seemed like the most real that we've got out of Love and Hip Hop in a long time. Because it's been a minute since we got anything real up off this show. So they both admit they're in pain because of the divorce. Maybe Erica more than Safari, but I don't know. So Erica's being vulnerable, and I really felt her in this moment. She speaks on being, her kid's only full-time parent. And she was like, after he left me in a hospital bed, after I gave birth to his son, I was in a dark place, but I'm the only parent that's present daily. So I had to get up out of bed because I got to feed them. I got to care for my children. So I had to get up out of bed and fight through it and try to push through. And I get it. Especially being in a dark space. You're going through postpartum and everything else. She vented about being a single mom. She was a single mom with her oldest, her firstborn, and I'm glad she spoke on it because, she don't bring him up all too often, so I'm glad she mentioned him. And she was like, I wasn't around as much as I should have been because I was hustling, trying to take care of him, and I'm still paying for it till this day, still trying to make up that time. And I shared that with Safari just for him to turn around and make me a single parent again of 2 small babies. Whoo, child, I understand it's hard, honey. And I can't even fully blame her because everybody like, well, why they moved so fast? They jumped into it. Let's not forget that he was chasing her down, trying to get her. So it'd be the ones like, he really being persistent. He really trying to pursue me. And those be the ones who do you the worst. So Claudia asked Safari how he feels about it. He ain't saying nothing. So, we get a glimpse of their poor communication. Everybody's speaking up for him and what they think. She's speaking over top of him. So he living his best life while I'm taking care of 2 kids. I get it, honey. I get it. I did want her to just for a second because I wanted to hear if he was going to say anything. I just wanted to see. But when she started interrupting, he shut down again. I could see. Because he said he was hurt and he did try to apologize. And she was like, I don't want to hear that shit. He shut down immediately. So it's going to take some time. It might take years before they get to a good co-parenting space. Because she had 2 babies. And they young. So I know it's going to take a while to heal. And then you feel like, man, I got these kids. Like, how am I going to find somebody else? She got 3 kids now. Whatever. I get it. She begins to cry. And I'm wondering, how was this man in a 12-year relationship with Nicki Minaj. How? How was he in a 12-year relationship? The man can't even communicate. After being in such a long-term relationship, I would have thought that his communication was better. Like, I know he be doing stunts and shows, but just, this is you walk down the aisle. This woman had your children. You waited until you were older to have children just to turn around and act a fool. I hope it works out for him for the children's sake. Because the children really have no recollection or memory of them ever being together, honestly. So, while I'm waiting for the show to come back on, I know that Shawnee O'Neal got a wedding special. Okay, with her pastor husband. Y'all gonna watch? Let me know if y'all gonna tune in to Shawnee's wedding special down in the comments. I might review it. We'll see. So then we see Rashida and her father's relationship. They said it got better, but did it? Because once we rehashed all the old stuff, I'm like, okay. But I mean, her father felt like he was the best father that he could have been. Like he wasn't no deadbeat. We know Rashida feels differently. Yeah, I feel like because he was like, I was a long distance father. I did the best I could. I sent money and stuff. Get on the plane, train, car, boat. I don't care what you do and go see your child. Especially when she was grown. I want to hear it. And Rashida got money. Like, she could have flew you out. You just didn't want to go there. He never moved into the Frost property, but he claims he will in 6 months. I feel like he just threw a number out there that didn't even 6 months. Why 6 months? He said he was dealing with health issues, whatever. He's fine now, so he's on the move. Okay, we'll see. I feel like, do we need Rashida on the show? Like, I feel like we keep Rashida and Kirk on the show for these other toxic relationships, so they can be like the voice of reason and like the seasoned people. Like, oh well, we made it through, so we'll help y'all. Nah, I don't want no advice from y'all. But anyway, that's just me. We talk about Carly inviting Erica to her video shoot, knowing Safari was gonna be there, and was it shady? I think it was just wrong that she didn't tell her. Like, I don't think she really was thinking about it, but Carly is messy, so who knows? She should have said something. Or when she saw how much it bothered her, like, just apologize. Carly and Shekinah end up going back and forth because we talking about Carly's music. And, Carly like, I don't play about my music. They start talking about, how each other, they physical appearance. How did we get here? So then we wrapping up the episode. And, Erica said that she would get married again if she met the right person. I believe it. I see she still got the desire to be loved in her heart. Claudia asks Safari if he has anything to say. He's hush mouth. He on mute. Why did he even show up? Just because it's in his contract? Why are you here? Spice said she would do music with Carly again. And Shekinah ended off with some good words. She said, look, I wasn't being messy. I was keeping it real. This show is messy. Period. Shekinah don't even got no storyline that she been riding this thing on out. That's how you do it. That's how I would want to be. You ain't got to get in my business, but I'm going to be in y'all's. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about this season. Where y'all watching? Will you watch the Love and Family reunion? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.